Duh.
Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's 8 o'clock. The Vikings lost to the Giants yesterday. 31-24. The Giants move on. The Vikings don't. That's Ben Lieber, former Minnesota Vikings linebacker. There's Michael J. Mussman, formerly of a Vikings podcast. That'll return in the fall, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. That
Was that called again?
That loss cost me a lot. So, yeah.
So why don't you gamble instead?
Yeah, win that money back.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe
Let's
in
gamble
Vegas.
right now.
Maybe in Vegas.
About 6 hours ago, we previewed a bit where, Sauce, you were going to give some names, and then Ben was going to say whether or not they were going to be back on the team next year.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
What?
Yeah, I'd like to do that now.
All right. Ben, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on, Ben.
Dalvin Cook. Will he or will he not be on the team next year?
Duh.
I don't believe so.
Harrison Smith.
Hold on, can we stop for a second?
Yeah.
Can we ask why? What do you think is going to be the determining factor? Is it money?
Money.
Okay.
Yeah, money, and I think just the usage, Okay.
And if you want to keep Madison, you're going to have to pay him a little
Yeah,
bit.
Madison's a true free agent this year. I mean, you could probably get him for a, kind of a bargain price, at least on a couple-year deal to see what he can do. And then we're all, like most of the NFL, it's a running back by committee, significantly less snaps and carries this year. It's just not part of the offense. It's just not what KOC does.
Surprisingly, though, he still was like a 1,200
Oh, yeah, he's
rusher.
still like
great.
sixth or seventh in the league in rushing.
Yeah, man.
I know.
And we sit there and go, oh, he's got a down year.
Yeah, he's got a down year because he had less carries, but production-wise, he's still pretty damn good.
Yeah. And your offensive line was not.
Yeah. But I think with the cap and all that, with what he's getting paid and all that stuff too, I think, because the $19 million that we're over the cap is going to be a significant issue to worry about.
Harrison Smith's cap number next year is $19 million. If you cut him, you save almost $8 million. Is Harrison Smith on the
That's a tough one for me. I say he's on the team because we still don't know where we're going to get out of Lewis Seen. And, Bynum had a solid year. But
Metellus and Bynum as your starting safeties.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
And Lewis
I don't know.
Seen.
I just think that maybe there's a. I don't think that he needs to be in a too high safety look all the time. That's why I think if there is a change with our scheme or a coordinator or just the thought process and use him a different capacity, then I think that he's valuable and worth the money.
Aren't you? Yeah, and you're also worried about Seen in a way. I mean, obviously the injury, but Bynum beat him out.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, there's just. I mean,
I think everybody
he's a rookie,
that I've talked to say like Lewis Seen absolutely physically, is more talented and more skilled than Cam Bynum, but he was just really slow to process some of the information, and it's all about processing speed. I don't care what position you're playing. Like,
sure,
quarterback, obviously that's the number one, but even as a safety, like you got to process what's going on quickly and react quickly. And Bynum was just better at that.
Yeah, and then that's a guy, Bynum, he never played safety before.
Yeah,
he's a corner, and then they moved him to safety. And by the way, his pump up music, when he's sitting there with his headphones on, Brian McKnight.
Is it really?
Yeah, he was
Brian
telling
McKnight,
me,
that's not pump up music.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
chill
Hey,
music.
don't you tell him what's not pump up music.
Yeah, you hillbilly.
He puts on his headphones and he says he bops his head so everybody thinks that he's like rocking out to something, and it's one.
I love that.
Yeah, big Brian McKnight fan.
Yeah,
The
man, why
more
not?
you know. Daniil Hunter.
Yes, sir.
Daniil Hunter, yes, I think he'll be on the team.
He had a great game yesterday, actually.
He did have a good game yesterday.
Outside of that missed tackle.
Yep.
That one was a killer. The one you were talking about with Kendricks missing first, then Daniil had another shot at him, and Daniil couldn't bring him down. That was a big play.
Zadarius Smith. If he's cut, you save about $12 million.
This is a tough one for me because, he was a Pro Bowl player. There is a Pro Bowl player.
Actually knows how to play in a 3-4.
Knows how to play in the 3-4. I did not like and I know that there was a knee injury involved. I did not like the severe regression and drop off in his production. He seems to be a streaky player. And I thought that he didn't play the run as well as I was hoping that he'd play the run on the edge. You know, we had a lot of contain issues in our run game on the edge. I don't know, man. I'm on the fence about that one, to be honest with you.
Eric Kendricks.
If we stay in this defense, I don't think so.
You gain $10 million in cap space if he's cut.
I mean, he could easily just be a cap casualty.
If we cut all these guys, we're going to have as much money as that dude from Maine that won the Mega Millions.
Yep.
Almost.
After taxes.
That's right.
Last two. Adam Thielen.
Bless you.
I mean, my knee-jerk reaction is no, I don't think he'll be on the team. But, you know, if they want him back and they want to restructure, he's got a gigantic cap number.
It's like $1 an hour.
The thing with restructuring, though, is usually that the money is spread out, and I don't know if they're going to want to extend his contract and pay him less. So my knee-jerk reaction is like, I don't believe he'll be on the team next year.
I love as Minnesotans, we're always like, oh, no, I mean, Detroit Lakes,
I know.
MSU.
It's a great story.
He's totally going to take the deal.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't mean he's going to take the deal. I mean, you just instantly go to that just because, he's like my neighbor. Well, he's not really your neighbor.
Yeah, exactly. Not when you're already
neighbor.
When you're already like, you've already signed a contract and you want that money. Like you're not going to give up money.
Right.
Like you just spread the money out. Like
it was like the Jared Allen thing where he said, "Hey, this was a handshake."
Where's my money, Brian?
I did what they asked of me, and they, but now we're done.
Yeah.
Lastly, what do you do with Kirk Cousins? Do you let him play out his final year? Do you sign him to an extension? There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. What do you do with him?
I think, I heard you allude to this. I don't ever see them moving Kirk Cousins and taking this big haul if you can get him on a trade. I think that if you do that, you're absolutely blowing it up. I mean, what do you have behind him? Like, there's nobody behind Kirk Cousins that you feel like. There's not a Brock Purdy. There's not one of these guys. Like Nick Mullins, I think is a nice backup, but I don't think you want to hand the reins over to Nick Mullins or Josh Rosen.
Plus, if you're talking about this overhaul of the defense, and now you're going to try to bring some guys in because you're going to have to because you don't have draft picks, right? So you're going to try to lure people in and players in. Why would you come here?
That's a great point.
Kirk Cousins isn't a part of it. If this offense isn't the powerful offense that it was throughout this year, then you're looking at it going, why?
Exactly.
Because then you're going to go, well, then I want more money, and then that's not what we need necessarily.
Yeah, if you're going to go after a high end defensive free agent or any high end free agent, even if it's like a second level free agent, the tier 2 guy. Are they going to want to go to a rebuild if they know that you just traded your quarterback? No.
So
the dollar amount would draw you. That would be
And the other thing is, like, you have to pay Justin. You have to. And I think Devontae got $140 million. Tyreek got $120 or something like that.
It's like $1 an hour.
You're going to be looking at a $150 million contract for JJ. And if you trade away the quarterback that got him to that point, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like you have a $150 ornament on the outside of this offense. I mean, that's all it's going to be, unless you have this unbelievable plan that there's this like all pro quarterback that nobody knows about. So I think you absolutely keep Kirk Cousins. You build this. You just retool the defense a little bit with a few players and all that stuff, and maybe a scheme change. And you just roll with the same offense. I mean, there's going to be, we talked about maybe Dalvin Cook's not here. Maybe Adam Thielen's not here. I don't think that you're necessarily losing a dramatic amount of production if those two guys aren't on the field.
Yeah, I agree. And then, the fact is, we were talking about this off air, 13-5. Let's celebrate that, because if they do this overhaul, especially on the defensive side, 13-5, you're going to look back at it and go, oh, those were the good old days.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you think they sign him to an extension? I mean, you don't let him play a 1-year deal.
No, I think you let him play a 1-year deal.
All right.
Yeah. I think you play a 1-year deal. and you just the thing is, it's the cap space issue though. Like I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Like you have to pay JJ.
You have to. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And TJ.
TJ's still got another.
You have to play. You have to pay TJ though.
I think because TJ's not a free agent until 2024. I think you can maybe get away with like. I don't think he's the type of guy that's going to just. He's not going to not show up for work.
Not at all.
And you could franchise him.
You could franchise. Like I think
he'll be on this team for long. He's incredible.
He's incredible.
They don't make the playoffs if he's not on this team.
And especially if you do get rid of Thielen and I don't know if you feel like KJ's a true number 2. Like he really is. I mean, TJ's our second wide receiver.
Yep.
So I don't think that you're going to let him go. I think that there's contract manipulations and levers you can pull with his deal, but you have to pay JJ.
Yep.
Thank you.
That
was good. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Cool.
Good job.
Good job, yeah.
I thought you did awesome.
Well, we'll talk to Adam Thielen here in about 20 minutes or so.
20 minutes?
Yeah. See what he has to say. Till then, we can talk other sports.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Hey, thanks, builders and remodelers.
Thank
Ben,
you,
here's a couple of
builders
things
and
that are kind of off the beaten path that we haven't quite discussed a ton yet. Over the weekend, it turned out Sean McVay is going to return to the Rams.
Why?
Okay, what is up with this dude?
Attention.
Yeah,
it is, right?
He likes
I
the
don't know.
attention.
He said he was thinking about going in the broadcast booth, right? That was his
but
whole thing.
all those that's all gone. All those spots are taken.
Well, what about Sleepy Al?
Well, Herb Street's not going anywhere.
What about Sleepy Kirk?
But if Peyton leaves, right? If he ends up getting a job, maybe there's a spot
but
available.
he wants like the Thursday night, Monday night, or Sunday night broadcast money.
There's a lot of choices.
He doesn't want the pregame show money.
How about Cliff Kingsbury buying a one-way ticket to Thailand?
Brilliant.
I freaking love that guy. He's got a
man.
sweet-ass house.
You see who he's in Thailand with?
He's a minimalist, too, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen her picture yet, but I heard it's...
What, a 10 out of 10? All right.
He only dates 10 out of 10.
Hockey, come over
Are you
here.
kidding me?
I ain't coming over there.
Cliff.
Yeah, come over here, you
No, the
hillbilly.
last time I was over there,
Is this his girlfriend, or who is
We're
this?
This is his girlfriend. Come over here, Hawk.
If you picked that well in the draft,
Get
you
over here,
actually
you
been a better
hillbilly
coach.
bastard. Oh, my. Get over here. Thanks, Kano.
Went to Thailand with this gal? Veronica Bielik?
We're on camera.
Corningstone.
sorry.
Yeah, she is...
Yeah, she's got, all right. You know what I like about that girl? She's got the kind of legs I like.
What kind, Grandma Hockey?
2.
Perfect boobs.
There's feet at one end.
That should be in my butt. Wow.
I'd also like to see her topless.
Anyway,
I mean,
if this
you're
dude
right.
doesn't do ayahuasca the entire offseason, I don't know who will. Like, he's just going to go to Thailand and do a bunch of drugs. Not interested in head coaching jobs. Right?
Why would you?
He already said, I'm not interested. I'm going to take some time off.
Who said that?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah. Did you watch that final episode? I know you did, Ben, because we kind of tweeted about it a little bit, of Hard Knocks with the Cardinals.
Yeah, with JJ
Yeah, with
Watt.
JJ, it was awesome.
That was very touching, man.
It was.
It doesn't take much to get me crying. I admit that, but that was very, very touching. I liked it with his dad and his brothers and
It
all
was
that
really well
stuff.
done. Yep.
And then his little boy there at the end of the game and everything like that. And then I thought it was really, really something. Immediately, Cliff Kingsbury comes back in and he's like, well, I just been fired. Screw y'all. Zoinks. And he was gone.
And I don't know if it's just my own brain framing this, but he looked like he was dressed to go to Thailand.
He did.
Yeah, he had the private plane waiting. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you
Already
do in
had
Thailand?
kind of super loose khaki pants. Like, yep, out of here. Don't need to wear a suit ever again.
Things
Bye.
to do in Thailand.
I think it's just going to say chicks.
Oh, yeah. I think we just saw what he's going to be
Yeah,
doing.
and he's probably at the Four Seasons in Thailand.
And doesn't everybody say that a dollar goes forever in
Yeah.
Thailand? Can you imagine if you have millions of dollars? That
Yeah,
dude must
he's-
be
Oh, my.
Cliff
Yeah.
Visit the
Kingsbury
Grand
right now.
Palace.
He must be living like a king.
Have a Thai massage. That's number 2.
Hockey.
Spend an evening in Nana Plaza.
Get a face
Sure, why not?
tattoo.
The
I don't
Four
mind the grandmas.
Seasons Tented Camp Golden Triangle, Thailand.
Golden Triangle. I get it.
Guess how much it is a night?
37 cents.
$20.
God, you're right, Hawk. No, way higher.
They pay by
30.
the hour?
$2,300.
Who cares?
Right. What's he care?
He's
What's he
making
care?
$5.5 million this year, and keep in mind he signed an extension last year through 2027.
He gets paid for all of it, right?
Oh yeah, coaches
Free money.
get. Yeah,
Take a
coaches
trip
get
to
it all.
what? Earn.
Coaches get it all. The players do not. Coaches get it all.
Go to a full moon party.
2027, you said?
Yeah, he and Steve Keim both signed extensions last year through 2027.
And that's
So he is not coming back to the coaching anytime soon.
that's the reason
Bang,
the
not
Sean
bay.
careful Hawk. That's the reason the Sean Payton to the Cardinals job is probably the most accurate one, because he could be the GM as well.
Oh, just pay one guy for both. I mean, it's that's possible, but
Yep.
you're paying a lot of money to two guys, so that would be a way to mitigate that for sure.
Why doesn't Sean Payton just go to Thailand?
Hockey's about to go to Thailand.
Now, I tell you, hockey's going to go to the Black Hills because I can do a lot of fun things there too, and it costs less money, and I'm not a
Yeah,
millionaire.
what are the massages like there?
He gives them to himself.
Hey, listen. Never mind. I better just stop
Thank
myself
you.
right there.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, it had something to do with the hand. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
And probably nicotine.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. There's nicotine
Black
involved.
Hills.
Yeah, why wouldn't there be?
Why not? Right.
Every gal sounds like the Jaguars fan.
Oh,
I'll just say
yeah.
it like this.
Take it to the limit.
Calluses cause more friction.
Jesus. You need to go home.
Well, then,
about
Sauce, you definitely could start a fire.
it. Yeah.
When she's
What are
wearing
we
high
talking
heel
about?
steel toes?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
sexy.
man. Yeah, I want to be a little
What's going
frightened.
on?
So
What
what?
is happening? You guys are weird today.
Sauce, why don't you go to the Black Hills with Chris and start a fire for him
Yeah.
with your calloused
Would you
hands?
please do that?
I don't have calloused hands. I've never worked hard.
Great point.
You can start a fire, though.
Ooh. Anybody
Well,
seen
Dom
Megan
can.
yet?
David will do it.
Have you seen Megan yet? Anybody?
Yeah, I saw it.
And?
I finally found the quality of the bootleg was incredible.
good,
I just
good.
was so happy.
Thank God
I
they're
mean,
finally doing
I'm
good
happy
work.
that this new generation is finally learning. No,
They're
it
figuring
was a really fun movie.
It is fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
good.
it's very aware of itself, and there's times where you think it's like gonna try to make some social commentary or something like that, but it never takes itself too seriously. It's really campy. I think it's gonna be this generation's like Scream
Or Chucky.
yeah, exactly. Which I already saw that Megan and Chucky are having beef on social media, so they'll
course
probably
they
do
are.
Megan versus Chucky at some point
That'll
down
be
the line.
sweet.
That would be awesome. Freddy versus Jason was awesome, man. They should have
Yeah.
done more movies
What
like that.
happened?
I think it's bombed.
Do you know I bootlegged a movie in the 90s at one point, honestly?
You did?
Yeah, I videotaped a movie. I had to go to a movie theater and
Oh, you actually did the
I did the
bootlegging
actual
itself.
video. And yeah, it was a
Oh,
movie
wow.
called Cry, Cry Again. There was this very dramatic scene at the end where this gal just did this bizarre dance. So you watch the movie and you cry, then you watch the dance and then you cried again. Honestly,
I don't understand what's going on.
terrible, terrible movie. But yeah, so I bootlegged it.
Why did you bootleg that movie?
Got
of all
paid,
movies?
man. I was pressured to do it, but
Isn't that
whatever.
a song by Tommy Winehouse?
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the film.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Trap.
At your local Fresh Time Market. This week, save on a 2-pound bag of Halos Clementines. Just $1.99. Now through January 17th. Get real.
You'll want to listen to this if you're a homeowner currently thinking about selling your home in the upcoming months. Hi, I'm Chris Lindahl. Our Guaranteed Offer program allows you to skip the stress of getting your home ready to sell. There are no repairs, no decluttering, no showings, no open houses. It's that simple. The secret to selling for more is getting a guaranteed offer from Chris Lindahl Real Estate. Don't be one of the homeowners that is currently stressing themselves out trying to scramble to get their home ready to sell. There is an easier way to sell your house, and that is with a guaranteed offer. We give you an all-cash offer and let you pick your closing date and move date. The guaranteed offer keeps you in control so you can sell your home fast. Trust the #1 real estate team in Minnesota and Wisconsin with over 4,000 5-star reviews. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Call 763-401-SOLD or go to chrislindahl.com to get a guaranteed offer on your house today and start packing.
Certain restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey from the Power Trip Morning Show. Nothing gets you through all this snow like a Jeep. I love my Gladiator, and I love Park Jeep in Burnsville. You gotta check out the all-new 4xEs. With both electric and gas motors, the Wrangler 4xE and the Grand Cherokee 4xE have incredible horsepower and maximum torque. And you see, that's the thing. Nobody has more 4xEs than Park Jeep. Plus, take advantage of a $7,500 tax credit. But it expires February 28th, so get to the Start Something New sales event at Park Chrysler Jeep in Burnsville. Online at parkjeep.com.
Have you heard? It's boat show time.
Shop hundreds of boats, plus the latest gear at the Discover Boating Minneapolis Boat Show in partnership with Progressive Insurance.
January 19th through 22nd at Minneapolis Convention Center.
MinneapolisBoatShow.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ben Lieber here for Evans. Is your organization looking for a trusted logistics partner? Visit evanstrans.com right now to learn about the Evans experience. They call it the EX. This means they're always looking out for their clients, providing strategic solutions that balance cost, service, and sustainability, meaning they care about you and your business. Visit evanstrans.com right now to chat with a company that is still a people-first business. Think about it. It's trucking. When you're dealing with a trucker, you need a caring human being on the other end of the line. And that's Evans. Evanstrans.com, evanstrans.com.
My husband and I had a sleep divorce. My snoring was so loud, it forced him onto the living room couch. I loved Advent. The procedure was only about 20 minutes. I am not snoring anymore.
Luther and LutherAuto.com. If you're looking to buy or lease a vehicle, of course, you go to Luther. That's what I've been doing for a decade. My wife goes to Luther. We are a Luther family. But it turns out the best place to buy a car is also the best place to sell your vehicle. That's right. Luther will flat out buy a vehicle from you. Even if you don't buy from them, they will buy from you. Now, I would argue you should be doing both, right? Buy or lease from Luther, and then you flat out sell to Luther when you're looking to sell. And they are always looking to add to their inventory. One of the great things about buying from Luther is the gigantic selection. They have the largest inventory of vehicles in the state of Minnesota. And in terms of auto groups, one of the biggest in the country when it comes to used vehicles. So if you want selection, you go to LutherAuto.com. But if you want to sell to Luther, drive into one of the 40-plus locations, ask for an offer. They'll give you one in about 15 minutes. And then if you accept, Luther does all the paperwork. We buy at Luther. Find them online right now at LutherAuto.com.
Purple Mondays are brought to you in part by Ovo LASIK and Lens.
From the Evans Transportation Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Discover.
Fan forecast.
High of 37 today with rain dropping on to 32 tonight with a mix of rain and snow.
We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or we could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
As the stock market slumps and instability this year got you concerned, would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both give actionable insights you can use now that could protect your savings in uncertain times. Absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079. 800-200-2079.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
They say they'll get your biggest tax refund. Jackson Hewitt says your biggest tax refund guaranteed, and a chance to double your tax refund. Thousands in weekly prizes during the Double Your Refund sweepstakes. Your biggest refund times 2, twice the money, so forget about them. File your taxes on the double at Jackson Hewitt today. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to U.S. residents 18 or older who file a 2022 federal tax return. Promotion ends 4/2/23. Visit jacksonhewitt.com for rules.
Minnesota Wild Washington Capitals, Tuesday night at 6 on the station for Minnesota Wild Hockey, FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare you for an Adam Thielen interview here in about 5 minutes or so. Thanks to our friends at 2 Men and a Truck and our friends at Hy-Vee, a helpful smile on every aisle. There's a movie on Netflix called RRR, the 3 letters, RRR.
Yeah, Max has seen it. He talked about it, right?
He talked
you've
about
seen
watching. Yep. It's a Bollywood action flick. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. It's 3 hours long, so I've only watched half of it. But there's one scene in particular that makes everything worth it. It is it's unlike anything I've ever seen. RRR on Netflix. It's weird. What's even weirder is the subtitles, which are in English, and the overdub, which is English, often say different things. I'll never understand why that happens. But it's worth your time. But you're going to have to probably cut it in half. Like I said, it's a 3-hour movie.
It's really long, but it's so worth it. Me and Hawk just got so elated talking about it out there because it's just so much fun. That's the one word that comes to mind is fun. I even said to Hawk, if an alien came to Earth and said, "Show me an action movie," the first movie I would show them would be RRR. Yeah. Not joking. It's that much
That's
fun.
an endorsement.
And Hawk hasn't even seen 2 of the best scenes yet. He's only halfway through, and it's incredible. I know, and Bollywood's not super like big over here, and you kind of hear it, and you're like, oh, whatever. You think it's going to be like lesser quality or something like that. It's incredible.
Yeah, I love that you say if an alien came down. Okay, what's the first action movie you would watch?
Hey,
that's what they want to know.
Yeah, they're bros.
What other list do you have for this alien invasion?
I've always said if an alien said, "Take me to your leader," I'd bring him to Marshawn Lynch.
That's not a bad person.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy.
What better representation of humanity than Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah. He's one of my favorites.
He is.
You know what's weird, though, is like if aliens came here, right, they would look at us as inferiors, right, because they're capable of probably intergalactic travel and they know that we're not. That would be like us going to a field of deer and go, all right, which one of you a-holes is in charge? You just shoot them all.
What? Why would you
know,
God, man.
Have you ever seen Banter?
I don't think aliens are going to care about our films or which one of us is in charge. They think all of us are a bunch of ants. They're going to wipe out our entire planet and take all of our resources.
Well,
they're here for resources.
When Marshawn stops the apocalypse, I would like a written apology.
Yeah, thank you.
If Marshawn Lynch stops the apocalypse, he has to be our leader afterwards.
That's true.
But he shouldn't be beforehand.
If you want to watch this stupid show, you can watch us. It's the Power Hour presented by Branded Bills and brandedbills.com. And by the way, you can go on YouTube or any of our social medias right now and watch us. Hi.
If aliens are watching this, they have turned around and going back.
Yeah.
No, nothing here. Nothing to see on this planet.
They'd fly over and dump their toilet water on us, and then they'd leave.
Yeah, and Hawk's dad would be laying on the ground waiting.
It's not nice.
It's rain dance. So
You're basically saying Earth is an alien's KOA?
Yeah.
Hey, I love KOAs. They're very clean.
Shut up, you hillbilly.
We're like an intergalactic rest stop.
Or a rest stop, sure, without a vending machine.
Yeah.
Just here to take a piss and leave.
Intergalactic.
Oh.
Great song.
I love in Men in Black. He says intergalactic kegger.
Yeah, that's great, man. I like that movie.
I think I've only seen one of them.
He's wearing an Egger suit.
Same. Saw the first one.
Yeah, that's it.
They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah,
they are.
They are good.
Very
They're
entertaining.
fun.
Yeah.
It's crying. No, it's raining.
I don't know if
because
it's
you're
an
crying.
RRR.
Right, but yeah, no. I hear where you come from, baby.
The trailer looks
I think
sweet.
the only Bollywood-esque film I've ever seen is Slumdog Millionaire. And wasn't that a Bollywood bit?
Yes, correct.
Right.
This is a straight Bollywood.
This is a straight Bollywood.
I think it's the most expensive Bollywood movie that they've ever made.
Is that right?
From
It's
what I've
really
read,
interesting because, and again, I haven't seen any others, but all the guys who are the stars have eyeliner on.
Yeah.
Did you notice
Yeah,
that?
they have eyeliner. There's like a big emphasis on like music and dancing in a lot of the movies and stuff. Yeah, it's a whole different kind of pace.
Right.
Which one of
There's
you is...
music and dancing?
Well, yeah,
Sure.
like Jai Ho
What's
at the end
this?
of Slumdog Millionaire. It's
Is
a big
this
part
a
of the Bollywood
musical
culture.
thing?
No, it's not a musical.
It's not a musical.
It looks very violent.
The dance
It's
scene
very violent.
is one of the most incredible scenes I've ever seen in a movie in my life. If you're going
And
to
I
watch
haven't got there
anything,
yet.
just watch the dance scene.
But I like the scene where he fights 70 people, or like 700 people, and he wins. Dude, and that sounds ridiculous, but it's so cool. Ben, you're going to love the
I
main
don't know,
character
man.
guy.
That anything everywhere all at once or whatever, that scene in The Office, is it better than that?
Yes.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there,
It's
yeah.
better than that.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is an all-timer, too.
I
That is awesome.
I
Hot
hate
Fingers.
that film.
Watching both
I'm
of those
like the only
movies-
one that hates it.
You hate it?
I hate that movie.
What?
It's awful. I don't get it.
That's the thing.
That's the
Okay.
problem. But
You gotta not care if you get it or not.
But
He
I
hates
said-
all movies he doesn't understand. That's why he hates Inception.
No,
He
that
didn't
movie's
get it.
terrible. My gal watched it as well, and even she who gets things, pays attention to things, listens. She was like, "This is terrible. I don't get it. It's a terrible movie." Thanks.
Yeah, but
man.
it's almost like a superhero movie, though.
I don't know what it is. I think it's just
You
as
watched
you
the
said.
whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
Then try to explain the plot.
Isn't it the butterfly effect thing of all of it? Isn't that what you said?
I haven't seen it. Explain it to me.
I just I don't really know. I haven't seen. It was a year ago when I saw it, but it's about.
I think you're thinking too hard about it.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Probably The Big Lebowski.
Really?
Thanks, man. Yeah, or Casino. Simple, to the point.
Yeah, those are
I like
those
things
are easy
like
to
that.
understand for sure.
But
I do love Casino. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
Casino's great.
You love casinos.
Touche. Touche.
How was that not the name of the sequel?
I don't know.
Like Alien, then Aliens.
Right? You make a great point. I don't.
We should go to a casino.
We are March 22nd through the 25th.
What time will that be?
I don't know.
We're also going. March.
March 2nd and 3rd.
2nd and 3rd. That's right.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino the night of the 2nd, and then the morning of the 3rd is the first initials major of the year. We'll be down at TI giving away trips to Vegas and a bunch of prizes and TVs and speakers and stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Sweet.
So there'll be a Rube game of initials off the air Thursday night, and then one of the Rubes gets to play the major on Friday, March 3rd.
That's correct.
Soup's cool.
TI.
Yep, looking forward
Hey,
to
Hawk,
be there. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Really, really long extended callback. You know, we had that conversation. We were kind of like, if we work for the team, can we go into a casino? Can we not go to a casino?
Yeah.
Like what? So I found out it's only a sports book.
Oh, really?
You could, during the football season, if you are a player or staff, you can still go into a casino, which is why Mus and I were there at Mystic Lake the other night,
right,
with players.
Yeah,
and they're like, it's only sports books that you can't put one toenail in.
So wait a minute.
Everything else,
just to clarify, so even on the actual road trips, not just during the season, you could go
road
into
trips,
a casino,
everything.
just can't go into a sports book. Okay.
That's
all right. Here then with the truth is Chris Hockey of the Vikings Radio Network.
I skipped all those casinos.
No, hang on a second. I said here with the truth.
Yeah, come on, you hillbilly bastard.
Chris Hockey.
I don't deal in the truth, Corey.
Thank you for your honesty.
You're welcome.
You didn't hit
skipped
the
all
high
those
roller
casinos.
slot thing at all?
You mean
Wait, so-
I went to Circus for no reason?
Thank you for your honesty.
I would never break rules.
Ways making children cry.
Wow. Who's making children
Think about that. That's the punishment. Chris was so worried about getting caught. He didn't even go to a strip casino. Went to Circus.
Wait, whoa,
Circus is
whoa, whoa.
trying to stay
There's
off
a-
the beaten path.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said strip casino. I was like, whoa, I might actually gamble.
See what I'm
but
saying?
I didn't realize you were talking about the strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
All right.
strip.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you hit the jackpot, you get a handy.
Okay.
Man, you've gotten a lot of hand pays.
That's what I thought it was when you first started saying it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, straighten up because I'm sure he's in a bad mood and I know why. But thank you for calling in anyway. Always a stand-up guy. Our friend, thanks to our friends at 2 Men and a Truck and our friends at Hy-Vee, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen, an easy way to start this is just to say, how are you feeling on a Monday morning after that loss?
Yeah, obviously, probably the same way that all, Vikings fans are feeling, obviously disappointed. I think when you've been around this league a while, you realize how few opportunities you have to make a run. And, with the locker room we had, the people that were in our organization that were kind of put in place over the, last 10 years, it hurts a little bit more when you know that, the opportunities are rare. And this was a really, really good opportunity this year, with the people that were, a part of this team and organization. So, obviously bummed out, but, that's part of football. Only one team holds that trophy at the end of the year every year. And, there's 31 other teams that are feeling the way that we're feeling right now. So, a lot to be proud of, but it doesn't make it feel much better.
Adam, I know you have to, do the whole process, this and everything like that after a loss like that and the end of the season. But the 2 Men in a Truck, big move question I have for you. it was for us as fans, and definitely here on the broadcast team. Was this one of the most fun years you've had with that locker room and this team?
Yeah, I mean, after the game in the locker room, probably the most emotional I've ever been in my career, just because of the things you just said. The most fun I've had, coming to work every day, the guys in that locker room, the staff, the people in the organization, just what an unbelievable building. There's just so many great people, great leaders, just people that put everything they have into it every single day, and you feel it when you walk in that building every single day. So again, that's probably what makes it hurt even more, knowing that there's a lot of people that have put the work in, they put the time in, they put the effort in, they've done everything right to go and win a championship and to bring a championship to this city, and to not get that done is a bummer.
So, talking about the game a little bit, let's just go that last drive, or actually, let's go to the play before when Slayton dropped that crosser over the middle. That would have been a first down, and probably wins the game for the Giants at that point in time. Given all the games that we've come back from and all the resilience that you guys have shown, when he dropped that ball, where was your confidence level in yourself in this offense that you guys were going to go down on that final drive and put the ball in the end zone?
Yeah, honestly, even if you take it back a play before that, I believe we got a sack. I believe they did like a rollout or a keeper or something, and then got a sack. And so it was, a long yardage. We pushed them back a little bit further to not allow them to back us up when they punt. At that point, I'm like, all right, here we go. We're going to get a chance, and we're actually going to have a lot more time than I thought. Obviously, not having any timeouts, but still, we had a lot of time on the clock. And then again, yeah, like you said, just the confidence that we've built up over the year from kind of handling those situations really well. Just felt like we could go down and score and tie the game, and then who knows what happens. But yeah, obviously didn't get that done, and just didn't get that drive started. Usually we have a big play to kind of start one of those drives and then watch out, but we just didn't have that.
Well, Adam, you just said go down and tie the game. Do you believe that KOC was actively debating whether or not to go for two in that hypothetical if you guys had scored a touchdown on that final drive? Was that an option?
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm not really sure what he was thinking. I'm sure those guys upstairs or up in the box on the booth were probably weighing those options and probably thinking about it and getting ready to give him some insight on that if we did score. But yeah, I'm sure it was a real possibility. I know that we have some really talented people in that booth that's their job, and I'm sure they were. I'm not sure what the analytics would say, but yeah, it would have been interesting, honestly.
Adam, what was your favorite moment of the season?
Wow, I think it was just the I don't think there was like one point, just because there were so many great memories as far as comebacks and great team wins, great individual moments from a lot of guys. I think honestly it was just the accumulation of the entire season, the way that we were able to persevere through some tough losses and come back and have some great wins. The way that we were able to persevere and beat down 33 points and come back and win the game. I think it was just accumulation of just just a group of guys, a group of men that were just resilient and just came to work every day, busted their tails, prepared. I mean, I thought this last week of preparation was our best week of preparation. I mean, it was unbelievable. The attention to detail, the work ethic, the grind this week was really unbelievable to see. When you think about how many weeks that we've been at this now, it was unbelievable to see. So I think those little things, man, those really stick out to me as some highlighted moments.
Adam Thielen again is our guest as always. Thank you very much. Leave it to me to put you on the spot, but it's interesting to watch as every person in the Twin Cities and beyond listens to every word you say, Adam, to try to get form some sort of conjecture about what you're going to do next year and what your decision and your thought process is. So let me put you on the spot and ask you the tough question. Have you thought about next year yet? Do you have any feelings about whether or not how many years you have left in this league? Where are you at on a Monday morning after the end of the season?
Well, yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I really don't know right today. I do know that I have a lot of ball left. I feel great. I feel, I feel like I can play at a really high level still. And so with that being said, I know I'm going to be playing football still. And I don't know how long that will be. But I we'll be playing football 100%. Obviously would love to finish my career here and retire a Minnesota Viking and have my entire career be here. But I also know that this is a business and, there's going to have to be some business decisions being made. So, I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm just kind of trusting, kind of God with my path and what that looks like. But again, I couldn't be more thankful to be here for 10 years so far. And again, like I said, pretty much this whole conversation, man, what an amazing organization and locker room and staff that's been put together. Obviously I would love to continue being part of that, but we'll see what happens.
So I know a lot of that stuff, Adam, is probably going to come down to the next several months. I don't think anything immediate is going to happen, not only with just you, but with a lot of players and changes as they always happen in the offseason. So let me ask you then, in the short term, what does your timeline look like? I know that you've got the family and all that stuff here, and I know that everybody likes to get away after the season. What's your life look like in the next month or so?
Yeah, we'll be heading down to Florida, and the kids will be going to school there, just to get away and just kind of spend a lot of time as a family, which is something to look forward to. One positive note is I came out of the season healthy. I feel great, so I'll be getting back to training, which is exciting for me. Last year having a ankle surgery, it pushed me back a while until I could start training fully and kind of getting prepared for the season. So I'm really excited, obviously, not where I want to be right now, but I'm really excited to get back to training, getting my mind and body right and prepared for maybe my last run. Not really sure.
Adam, I'm asking for a friend here. First and foremost, first tee time, who's the foursome, and will you play with Meat Sauce this offseason?
100% will play with Meat Sauce. That is priority number one for me this offseason. Make sure that we get on the course together. First foursome, that's a great question. I'm not sure. I gotta. There's like 4 or 5 to-do lists that I had to put in my notes this morning. I wasn't prepared to be done this week, and I was fully expecting to be still working right now, but I had about 5 things on my to-do list this morning that I got to get done here this week, and one of them is to figure out when my first tee time is. So we'll see.
Okay, let me jump on that golf question. Then every golfer loves the gear and loves all the new technology. So what needs to be added to your bag? Is a new driver, new wedge, new putter? What's going to be new for 2023 golf season?
Well, I'm a TaylorMade guy. They've been really good to me. Love those guys over at TaylorMade. And the new Stealth driver came out. So I will be sending a couple text messages out today, trying to see if I can finagle my way into getting the new Stealth too. And then I might have to get out to their headquarters and maybe get fitted for some new clubs and get really dialed in for my game.
I know a guy at TaylorMade if you need some help.
Oh, of course you do.
Oh, good.
All right. There you go.
See, that's why I should have been playing with you. You have all these connections. I should have known better. you could have got me hooked up a long time ago.
I would have had it for you a week ago.
You know he doesn't keep his own score, right? He doesn't keep track of his score. He just swings.
Well, he's got a professional caddy at all times.
Yeah, they do it for me.
Well, Adam, I tell you what, first of all, thank you for being here all season long. Win or lose, you've just been a class act, and we appreciate that more than you know. Number two, I think I speak for all of us in saying we hope we find a way to keep you as a Minnesota Viking. I'm glad to hear you want to play more football. We all hope that you do so in a purple uniform. Have a great offseason. Hopefully we see you in studio, and we hopefully see you in purple again next season.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the highlight of another highlight of my year has been being on with you guys two times a week. I mean, I always look forward for jumping on Win or Lose, and Friday mornings I got my routine. I get in the hot tub. Sam comes in there and drags me out of the hot tub and gets me tuned into you guys. So I always look forward to that, and I really appreciate you guys and all you guys do. You guys do a heck of a job, and I hear from so many people that they're listening to your show and they love listening to you guys. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks,
that means
Adam.
a lot, buddy.
Thanks,
Take
Adam.
care, man.
You're the best.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Man.
There you go. Well, that's breaking news, guys.
I want to be in a hot tub. Not with PA. I think that would terrify me, but just in general. Not necessarily with Adam Thielen either. Just a hot tub.
You just want any random hot tub.
Yeah.
I love hot tubs.
I know, me too.
Oh, they're the best.
My wife
It could
hates
be
them.
just tepid water that's swirling just a little bit and kind of gross. I'm jumping in.
I think you're thinking of a bathtub.
Yeah, I think.
No. Sometimes I don't stay at the nice hotels.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Tepid water. The nice hotels that have, I don't know, warm hot tubs.
Yeah, tepid water.
I'm just saying.
Where likes what he likes.
Just give me some
He
bubbles.
likes
I don't
what he
care.
likes. Guys, we got breaking news there, man. I mean, he fully unequivocally said he wants to play football next year. He's not sure it's going to be with the Vikings, but he wants to play football.
Well, again, it's going to be a super tough conversation because the Vikings might say, we want you here. It's just going to have to be for less, maybe. Yeah. And then Adam's going to have to decide whether that pay cut is what he could get on the open market or whether or not he wants to start over somewhere else. Or like he just said,
how much is that his decision, though? I mean, Ben, when you're sitting there negotiating, it's really not you as the player, right?
Well, it could be.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. I mean, if they say we want to keep you here. I mean, they get really crafty with their words. They can say, "Hey, we really like you, and we want to keep you here. How about we pay you minimum salary?"
It's like $1 an hour.
Well, then it's on you as a player. Like, no, I'm worth more than that.
Right.
And then they go like, "Well, we tried. We tried to keep him. We wanted to keep him."
And then you head off to the Rams.
Maybe.
No, you don't. You go somewhere there's no state income tax, like I don't know, Florida.
Yeah, like Florida.
Yeah.
One very short segment of the Power Trip before we
Love
toss
you,
it over to
Ben.
9. No, Ben can stick around. He said.
Oh, nice.
Ben can stay. One more segment after this, Fan.
The Fan, along with Adam's Pest Control, want to help put $1,000 in your hand. Listen weekdays on.
Mucinex Fast Max Cold and Flu All-in-One provides powerful multi-symptom relief of up to 9 cold and flu symptoms in just one dose. Get the relief you need this season with Mucinex Fast Max All-in-One and Done. Use as directed.
Invest in yourself in 2023. Stop putting off LASIK. Make this the year, 2023, that you get LASIK from OVO LASIK and Lens. Hey, it's Corey Coe from the Power Trip Morning Show. I got LASIK over a decade ago, and it changed my life, and it can change yours. I hated dealing with contacts. Had them for almost 15 years. Whether it was wakeboarding, snowboarding, or even napping, contacts were a drag. I'm sure you can list dozens of ways that glasses or contacts slow you down. Start thinking ahead to this summer. Wouldn't it be awesome to water ski or wakeboard or swim without glasses or contacts? Well, then do something about it now. Go to Ovo LASIK and Lens. They have Dr. Lobanoff and Dr. Whiting together. And you can get your free LASIK consultation set up right now at ovoi.com. That's OVOEYE.com. This is one of the easiest ways to get a better version of yourself in 2023. And Ovo LASIK and Lens has the lowest LASIK price guaranteed. Get LASIK at Ovo LASIK and Lens. Ovo LASIK and Lens, the official LASIK provider of the Minnesota Wild.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ben Lieber here for Evans. Is your organization looking for a trusted logistics partner? Visit evanstrans.com right now to learn about the Evans experience. They call it the EX. This means they're always looking out for their clients, providing strategic solutions that balance cost, service, and sustainability, meaning they care about you and your business. Visit evanstrans.com right now to chat with a company that is still a people-first business. Think about it. It's trucking. When you're dealing with a trucker, you need a caring human being on the other end of the line. And that's Evans. Evanstrans.com, evanstrans.com.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
If you're buying an engagement ring, there's one store to go to, Arthur's Jewelers. They're known for having the best engagement ring designs in the Twin Cities and having the most diamonds of any store, earth-mined and lab-grown. You'll get a much larger diamond for your money at Arthur's. Doesn't everyone want that? Arthur's Jewelers in Roseville.
Don't miss Ben Lieber. Mondays on the Power Trip. Powered by Mystic Lake. You're listening live to the Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Yeah, that's right. We had some breaking news on the Power Trip Morning Show. Adam Thielen says he would like to play football next year.
I really don't know right today. I do know that I have a lot of ball left. I feel great. I feel, I feel like I can play at a really high level still. And so with that being said, I know I'm going to be playing football still. And I don't know how long that will be. But I will be playing football 100%. Obviously, would love to finish my career here and retire a Minnesota Viking and have my entire career be here. But I also know that this is a business, and there's going to have to be some business decisions being made. So I don't know what that's going to look like. I'm just kind of trusting, kind of God with my path and what that looks like. But again, I couldn't be more thankful to be here for 10 years.
There you go, Adam Thielen.
It would be storybook. I mean, look at what Ken Herbeck, I think, is the only other one I can actually think of off the top of my head that grew up in Minnesota and played his whole career in the pros.
Yeah,
in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Mauer. Yeah, good point. Okay.
Hawks daddy.
No, he didn't grow up here,
Yeah.
but Cherokee
Yeah,
Parks.
Yeah.
Cherokee Parks. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
He's a traveler.
Yeah.
Cherokee Parks.
Ben, closing remarks on the Vikings season. We have 40 seconds.
I'm still within the 24-hour window, so I'm still going to be salty. I'm still pissed off about that game yesterday.
Good.
Yeah, we obviously need to focus on the defense this offseason, figure out how we can get that thing from putrid to average.
It's over.
Yeah, man. Happy for obviously for all the memories and all the fun times that we had this season, but we still should be playing this weekend. That's it.
Hey, we had the double doink this year, and that wasn't a Fred Smoot reference, right? That was a London reference. We had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Sweet, dude.
And thank you for putting up with me talking in your ear, Ben.
Oh, are you kidding me? Thank you for everything that, you're the best, man. It's so fun for you and Abbott and I just to BS during the game. I may only have, 6, 7, 8 hits during the game, but we're talking the whole time. So it's a lot of fun.
A lot less than Zach has.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're back tomorrow, 5:30 till 9. National treasure Paul Allen takes over next, 9 to noon, to break down the Vikings loss to the Giants. See you tomorrow.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center here.
Participation vary.